Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, President Gutierrez. On behalf of the entire Los Rios Community College District Board of Trustees, I am so very happy to be with Sacramento City College faculty and staff today to help kick off what has to be one of the most unusual fall semesters in the college's more than 100 years of history. Convocation is typically such an exciting time filled with optimism and enthusiasm. And I have to say, many of you know me, you know I come on campus, I try not to miss a convocation, but I miss the physicality of coming into the auditorium, of saying hi and hello to people. And I'm just hoping that when this is all over, we can come back together, hug each other, and touch each other in very physical ways, because I think it's the physicality that I miss so very much. But this year, of course, the optimism and the enthusiasms are mixed with uncertainty and anxiety about our public health dynamics and the resulting budget crisis here in California, as well as nationally. There's a renewed urgency to address systemic institutional barriers. And I want to put an exclamation point on that, and say that in many respects, they are racial barriers that we have just not addressed, and many of us just weren't privy to them. Because they impact, but they really do impact so many of our students in their daily life. I want to take a moment here to recognize Los Rios' Academic Senate's call to action. I have read that call to action at least a half a dozen times. I want to say that it is a strong statement denouncing racism, promoting culturally responsive curriculum design, and seeking among faculty those missing voices in district governance. So as we grapple with these issues, I'm confident that the entire college community, and especially our students, and in particular, our Black and Latino students and other missing voices, will be engaged as well. These are complex times, and my colleagues on the board and I know that you will keep students front and center as we continue to find the best possible solutions among decidedly, at times, imperfect options. We could not be more proud of the creativity and the flexibility you've shown in our transition to remote operations and online learning. So as we start the fall, we are faced with the hard truth that what we thought and hoped would be a short-term move to online teaching and remote operations may be our new reality. In spite of all this, I cannot tell you how encouraging it is to be, how encouraging it is to see the spirit of innovation and commitment to equity and inclusion, and that it is very much a focus at our colleges. That commitment is more important now than ever before. So as we navigate all of this in our work with students, I know that all of you are trying to manage the same dynamics in your personal lives. Many of you are caring for school-age children, elderly loved ones, and feeling anxious about the health and welfare of yourself, your friends, your families. And I know that you recognize that our students are feeling and reacting to that same anxiety. They too, in many cases, are caring for children, parents, grandparents, and they too are anxious about their health and well-being, and even paying the rent, ensuring that food is on the table. Many of them are experiencing job loss. Many of them are still having to earn livings and are looking for work. And this impacts how they come to us and how they react in many cases in the spaces that we interact with them. I know that diving into a new way of serving students amid all of that is not easy. And we appreciate everything you are doing to make it work for our students and for one another. You may never know the impact you may have on a student and how you have touched them in these moments of change, but it can end up being profound. I really appreciate what President Guterres talked about in the change that you are making relative to the president's honor roll. And that is in recognizing our part-time students' accomplishments. I think that is profound and can profoundly change not only their academic abilities, but how they see themselves in the spaces of education. I can say that as you are engaging and educating and supporting, you are supporting our future. Our students are our future. And I would go so far as to say, at least for me, and I suspect for a number of you, they are our legacy. My fellow trustees and I are incredibly proud of the commitment you make each and every day. And it is obvious that throughout our colleges, we are accelerating that work to serve students in spite of the challenges that we are facing. When it's all said and done, I am confident that we will come out of this crisis stronger as an organization and more resolute in our commitment to serving our students.